Welcome back to the Pit Stop Ranch. This video, we're going to make Pale Horse a little bit more pleasant. So, Pale Horse is about to go on its first long road trip, and on this video, we're going to go through all the stuff we have done in the last few months to make this car a more comfortable, pleasant experience to operate. I've repeated many times that it's now in the regular rotation as a daily driver. Quite enjoy driving there. It's a real fun vehicle to do. Going to do a quick oil change, clean the interior, finish out some of the interior detail stuff just to make it a more pleasant environment. So, hope you enjoy this video. Can't tell. That is a huge improvement. Yeah.
We painted it.
Okay, it's time for another one of these 15-minute projects. What we have is this there's a bushing that goes around here that is crap. We need to get this off, and to get to it we need to do this. Now here's the new one, and it just slips onto it thusly, and this allows the whole thing to work. For some reason it doesn't work otherwise. Now I adjusted it all the way down because even with this piece on here, this thing was real rattly. So I've adjusted it down. We'll give it a shot, see if it closes right and doesn't rattle. If we're good, then we're good. And if not, I expect it's going to need to be adjusted up a little bit. And so I'm not going to bother putting the screws back in until after I feel that adjustment's good. Not good yet. Much better. Pale Horse is now in the rotation of daily drivers, and it's still a little bit grungy in some regards. And part of that is there's some stuff that we kept that, not sure at the time, and now 6 months later, yeah, we're pretty sure we can get rid of. We can throw out a lot of stuff, and just because it's being used, some receipts have started showing up. So we're gonna go ahead and do a clean out of the interior. Okay, like you just saw, we had addressed some issues with securing this trunk, but now we need to do something about all of this. Here is the passenger side door card. It's savable. Might go ahead and set this aside as something, I don't know.
The folly of thinking you can accomplish something. This passenger seat right here, it is utterly disgusting. Even though the upholstery is actually in very good condition, I have a sneaking suspicion that either someone shit their pants over here, or maybe they got stabbed and this is just all leftover blood stains. I cannot tell you, but it is disgusting, and it's coating the entire passenger seat. So we found this spray right here, and this came in the car. This is from the 80s or 90s or whenever.
We could say it's from before 2007.
Yeah, this is retro for 2007. This
probably. And the other thing we sure have is it's probably super evil chemicals.
Oh yeah,
it'll either work great or it'll dissolve everything.
This is cancer in a can. Do not inhale this. So we're going to spray it down and we're going to see what it does.
Now, what do the instructions say?
The instructions said to spray liberal amounts on the affected area. Let it sit for 10 to 40 seconds. Scrub it with the brush if need be, but wipe it off of anything that you don't want cleaned because it's going to leave spots. So I should wipe it off with this dry rag on our little plastic. Oh yeah, no, it's already left spots over here. It looks like someone had one of those syrup containers for the soda pop, and they just dumped it out on the seat.
How's it looking?
Actually, wiping this stuff off does a good job. Maybe I shouldn't have used your white towel.
My white towel? I don't think I've ever owned white towels. Wow. Is that crud on there just what you've pulled up now?
That's, yes. This was a perfectly new white towel.
Well, it's road trip time. So we're gonna get Pale Horse here ready for a 1,200 mile round trip. Leaving this evening, coming back in a week or so. So some of the things we like to do when we're doing a road trip is change the oil and filter, obviously. Check all the other fluids, top them off if they need it. If there's any chassis points that need lubing, take care of that. And otherwise, just give a good look over. Now, if it's a vehicle you've been driving a fair amount recently, you'll have a good idea of what's going on and what might need to be addressed before you go on a bomb trip. If it's not something you're driving a lot, or only drive occasionally, first off, it's a great idea to make a point prior to your trip to do a fair amount of driving with it, to listen for any unusual sounds, new weird dynamics, so that you can address them long before it's time to actually leave for your road trip. Alternatively, and additionally, then you do change the oil, check all the fluids, and top anything off that needs it. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. All right, coolant and power steering levels look good. That pretty much just leaves oil level, and if we want to crawl underneath and dick around with the transmission, we can. We're not gonna. Well, I'd say it's an oldie, but it's definitely not a goodie. Now, whenever I do an oil change, I always like to put a little bit of oil inside the filter so that it doesn't take too long to build pressure. Now, the oil filter in this particular engine is nearly horizontal, so any more than that and it's just going to leak out anyways, and it's just going to dump it all over the ground. So now whenever you pull an oil filter off, make sure the old oil ring comes with the filter, or else you'll never get it to seal. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a collusion of a lot of different things put together, but when you're doing a project car, that's kind of the nature of it. You're picking little 15-minute projects to do each evening after work, an hour or two most weekends, until you get something you're quite happy with. And there's a lot of aesthetic things that we could do to the Pale Horse that'll make it even better. None of our vehicles are a show car, nor do we ever plan on making any show cars, with possibly the exception of Jimmy, but only time will tell if we're successful at that. Regardless, Pale Horse is a great case study on what you can do with your project cars, about making something that, taking something that it's a cast off, neglected, undervalued pile, and turning it into something you're proud of, you can daily drive and enjoy. So get out there, get wrenching, find these poor neglected horses in your neighborhood, and you'll be surprised what you can accomplish with not much money and a handful of time. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you enjoy what we're doing here, go ahead and please hit the like button, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Appreciate it very much. Until next time, have a Mustang-tastic day.